Those could be as much as 6 to 8.
Save the money.
For reservations, call 1-800-CAR-RENT.
Ain't no fooling around with this. Ain't no fooling around with that. I've been cooking for a long, long time, and this is where it's at.
Make the big change to the creamy side dish. Velveeta shells and cheese.
There's gonna be a change on the table. There's gonna be a new side right away. There's gonna be a big change.
The new program schedule on the Weather Channel makes it easy to get exactly the information you need. WeatherScope on the hour and half hour. Your local forecast on the 8s of every hour. TravelWise at 10 and 40 past. The 5-day planner at 20 past. The weekend outlook at 15 and 45 past. And a storm update at 50 past. It's easy to use. The new program schedule on the Weather Channel. In this half hour, WeatherScope, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, TravelWise gives you the latest on travel hotspots. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, the storm update. Right now on the Weather Channel, your local forecast.
WeatherScope. Rains move from Detroit into the northeast, where it'll become the makings for an April snowstorm. While in Minnesota, the Red River forces a new call for help. We'll have the latest flood forecast for the Midwest. Those stories, plus in-depth forecasts and analysis on this edition of WeatherScope.
It's going to be a nasty day in the Northeast. A storm gathering strength off the Atlantic coast will bring heavy rain and high winds to the region, even some snow in the mountains. Good morning, I'm Vivian Brown.
And I'm Bruce Edwards. Now, yesterday, Buffalo got a taste of that wintry weather. The city got snow yesterday morning, and as a result, the morning commute was a bit of a wet one. It was light snow, but that steady snow eventually changed over a little rain, and then back to snow in the afternoon as temperatures rose from the low to mid-30s. Buffalo will be generally overcast today, but we can't rule out at least an occasional flurry. High temperature about 40 degrees or so. We look at the satellite picture and crank that up, put it into motion. You can see where the low is forming offshore. Just watch the twist of the clouds. That'll tell you everything you need to know. There's low right out there. You see these clouds counterclockwise. These are running north. These clouds here in Pennsylvania are running onto the west, and then you look at these clouds here, and they're just circulating around. Counterclockwise flow. That's a stormy weather. Mainly rain along the coast, but even as you get into see these low clouds, a little tough to see. But those are producing some snows back into West Virginia, Beckley, Bluefield, Charleston. Scatter light snows, not a real big deal, although we will see some accumulation. The low cranks it up, so the winds are hot, the rain is cold, and it is coming down pretty good, as you can see on the regional radar. You notice the radar echoes again rotating around that low pressure area. Here's a little closer look at the northeast corridor. You get wet weather in Boston and Providence and Hartford, back to the Berkshires. You get into Albany, still some rain down through the Hudson Valley, the Big Apple showers out towards Montauk Point, and then the Jersey Turnpike. At times, even a few snowflakes mixing in, but not enough snow to cause a problem. But still, the city of brotherly love is damp. Rain's beginning to end down around Westchester, but still hanging in there, and down towards Dover, Delaware, some wet weather. We see 40s along the coast, but then we get into the colder air, 33 in Rochester and Erie, 29 Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, 28 in Detroit. Chilly in the deep south, freezing in Birmingham, just above freezing in Atlanta, cool mid-40s in North Florida. It is chilly indeed as that cold air is settling on to the south right now, and it'll be a blustery but bright day. We'll call it bright, brisk, and breezy across much of the southeast. Not much chance of rain, but it's going to be windy for the second round of the tournament in Hilton Head for the PGA Tour, and the seniors in West Palm. While you will be warmer, it'll still be a bit windier as well. Vivian?
So the temperatures will remain mild across most of the west today. However, a number of areas could see showers and thunderstorms, including parts of the plains, and wet weather will be dotting the western parts of Texas. Here's a look at our regional perspective where we think we will find thunderstorms today, primarily over the central parts of Missouri and central Illinois. There's our best chance of thunder showers. A cold front will be approaching from the northern plains here, and it will slide down towards St. Louis, so we'll watch this area. And also an upper-level low-pressure system spinning across Arizona and New Mexico, and this is what will enhance the chance of wet weather across western Texas. We've already had some showers near Harlingen, Texas, and McAllen, the southern part of the state, but here is the surface front that will continue to advance south and east and enhance those thunder showers later today. St. Louis, even some rain showers will be moving into Minneapolis, St. Paul. Ahead of this surface front this morning, we have a mild airflow, 43 in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 45 in Grand Island, Nebraska. That's because those southerly winds basically out ahead of the surface front. It's a little cooler behind it, as in Cutbank, Montana, it's 28 degrees, and Spokane, 34. And again, you can see that surface front moving through. Our next system, lurking off the northern coast of California, it looks as though you will escape the rain if you're in Seattle or the Olympic Peninsula. But we have had reports of some showers approaching the southern coast of Oregon, northern California, around Arcata. We have reports of wet weather, and things will just be going downhill across the northern parts of the Golden State today. This system